Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Chris and Mike Show. I'm Chris. He's Mike. This is Jennifer Benson from, oh my gosh, Ignescent?
Yep.
You got it.
Okay, I got it right.
Welcome,
I got
Jennifer.
It right. I got it right.
Thank
She's
you.
here
Thanks
today
for having me.
She's here today. We're live on Twitch and the YouTube live aspect as well. So, Jennifer, give us a little bit of spiel who you are, what you're all about, and why you wanted to come on this wonderful show that's in, 29 countries now with over 300,000 views and just climbing.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm Jennifer, lead singer of the band Ignescent. And we're from the Chicago area. We have a new album that will be coming out. So just wanted to share that on here through Frontiers Records in March of March 20th, 2026. And
Where is Frontier based out of? Is that a Chicago record label?
No, they're out of Italy.
Okay. I'm right down the road from you on I-55.
How did you land that?
How did I land that? I submitted our music
How did you connect
and
with a label from Italy?
yeah. I emailed them our songs and they liked them and were interested and then got a record deal. So that's how it worked.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Italy of all places.
Yes, I
I
know,
had
right?
no idea there was labels in Italy. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Any glitchy there, Mark? You looking kind of funny.
What's that?
Any glitches in the Matrix? You're looking kind of funny.
No, I couldn't hear for a second.
Okay.
I got
Well, looking, you guys are like in the 90s, and for some reason I'm at 40. Don't know why. Stupid.
Okay,
internet
now I
Arizona, man.
understand.
Oh, okay. Is that why?
Yeah, you're
But
good
I'm on-
now.
yeah. So
good.
Jennifer, we have this weird little thing in Arizona. I have a direct cable, and every now and then in the afternoons, it just doesn't want to work for me. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh,
And
no
he's in
worries.
Illinois. So are you in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago.
Are you in Chicago, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mike's in Pontiac. So you guys are in the same world.
Oh, nice. Okay,
You're
that's not
freezing your
crazy far.
asses off.
Yes. So today it's like a heat wave because a few days ago it was 8 and today is like 40. So it's almost like shorts weather now.
Yeah, I felt like I didn't need a jacket for once.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, okay. And I'm sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt when, it's 79 degrees outside.
Wait, where are you at?
Arizona.
Oh, man.
The place I
Nice.
left to come back to this hellhole
Oh, why did you do that?
because my family's here and I needed to slow down a little bit.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Him and I were doing what
Yes.
you're doing now in the 90s. We were basically playing all over Arizona and California and wherever we could find gigs. So
Nice. That's awesome.
It's all about the rock and roll. So here's your website. Give us a little bit of insight. Who are your fellow bandmates?
Yeah, so Mikey Green is on bass guitar, Andre Leon is on guitar, and Cole Coriel is our drummer.
Okay, so the
And
drummer's the guy with the shaved head?
no, the drummer
Or
is
with the other way?
the
Okay.
other way. Sorry,
Okay, that's okay.
I went
That's
backwards.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been a band?
It's been many years. But our first album, like our first full length album, was with Frontiers in 2023. Before that, we were just releasing singles and EPs. But yeah, so we've been around for quite a bit.
Right on. And the first album, how did that work? Did it chart? Did you guys make some waves? Did you go on tour with that?
Yeah, well, actually, the single before the album, Remnant, that hit top
Okay.
50 on Active Rock
Nice.
Billboard charts.
Okay.
And it was like Rock's Most Added with Evanescence on one week, and then our song that was from the album called Not Today, that hit number 1 on CMW
Nice.
Rock Billboard charts. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and then we've done many shows. We've opened for Skillet, Flyleaf, Buck Cherry. We've played at Rockfest many times, Incarceration
Right on.
Fest, and all that. And actually, currently, we have a single called "He Came, He Saw, He Conquered," and it's been at number 1 5 weeks in a row as of last week on the CMW Rock Billboard charts.
wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So
Are they
obviously you're the face of the band.
Yes.
are they going to light us up if we sample your music on here?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. So let me
If
go
they do,
back
we
where
will
the
send you
media's
an
at.
email. All you got to do is
Is
confirm
it
that you were on this
AM?
show. It's
AM?
as simple as
No,
that.
here we go.
Gotcha.
There you go. There
Gotcha.
you go.
They do protect us.
Awesome.
They do. Okay, hold on. I gotta move screens.
I've heard people tell horror stories about the dealings that they've had with Spotify. Chris will tell you it was as simple as letting them know that our guest was the feature. You know, the band we played was the guest. They investigated it. It took like 4 days. They sent me an email, said your show's back up.
Oh,
sorry
no
for the
way.
delay." Yeah. They were
Interesting.
totally cool about it. So I can't say enough good things about Spotify when it comes to doing their due diligence and then
Yeah.
doing the right thing. So you
Good.
may get an email from Chris or I that says, "Can you confirm that you were on the show if we sample your music?"
Okay. Okay.
But
Because
cool.
we're not really sampling. We just want to showcase it because what we
Right.
do here is
yeah, showcase is a way better word.
yeah,
Right.
Open up.
Yeah.
Because we want to show any band we have on.
There you go, right there. Perfect.
In the still of the darkness, where no hope is found, I will not be controlled.
I love your voice.
Thank you.
When there's no way out, I will not be controlled.
Actually, that's Billy Gray Fozzy. He was featured in this video.
Today, Satan, no more playing. Today, Satan, I won't be
Woman's
shaken.
so lucky with her
Today,
voice. It's the dynamic, the
Satan, I've
range.
been
Drew me
awakened.
right in.
Today, Satan, you're throwing lights out, trying to bring my mind down. Take another shot, I'm not giving in.
I dig it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
find out what my music's like. Give me your heart, I'll not let you win. Not today.
So who writes most of your music lyrically?
I do. I co-write sometimes with Jeremy Valentine and Brandon of New Year's Day. But yeah, I do a lot of the lyric writing. This is Kevin Young of Disciple. He's in this song.
Today, Satan, no more playing. Today, Satan, I won't be
What did you say a minute ago, Mike?
Today, Satan,
Oh, I was going to tell you to pause it real quick because I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to pause it on the screen that I'm watching on. So I had asked her who writes the music lyrically. So tell him that again, if you would, please.
Yeah. I write most of the melodies and the lyrics.
Really?
But sometimes, But sometimes I do co-write with Jeremy Valentine and with Brandon Wolf of the band New Year's Day. And so sometimes we'll go back and forth and change some things and work on that. But yeah, and then Not Today was actually co-written with Josiah of the band Disciple. But mainly I do write like
So are you
melodies.
also a musician on top of being a singer? Do you play an instrument?
No, I don't. Melodies just kind of pop in my head.
That's how this guy works.
No way. That's awesome. I love
yeah.
that.
That's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted not only myself but our audience to hear your answer because I thought that's what you said, and
Yeah.
it's very similar to the way that him and I wrote music together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, I probably the same. Like I'll have a melody and then maybe the guitarist will write around it or or sometimes I'll hear the music and then I'll write to it. But
Exactly. We did
Yeah.
the same thing. He would be
Awesome.
singing something and it would
Yeah.
inspire me to play, or I would be playing something and he'd be like, keep playing that. And he'd start digging through his lyrics and he's like, okay, check this out.
awesome. That's super cool. I love that.
Yeah, it
We
was
had
so
the-
much
we had-
fun.
Yeah, we had that unique connection and I've never found anybody since
Really?
that can do it to where I could write him something. I sent him something a couple weeks ago. I sent it to him and write it as
Yeah.
he reads it. He understands the emotion and the vibe that it's a poem, right? Because that's how I learned how to write in poetry form, ballad format specifically. So he reads it and then he's like, okay, and then you know, the next day at practice or whatever, I'd come out and he's like, check this out, dude. And it would fit. It was the craziest thing. And it's always
Awesome.
been that way with he and I.
And I
With
would
the
always
other-
be so nervous to present it to him. It wasn't
Really?
like oh yeah, I was just like, here's the best I can do with what you gave me. And
Yeah.
I've never told him that, but
Yeah.
that's how I felt as a musician. I wasn't going in there going, hey, this is going to be the shit, you know? I was
Right.
more like, hey, check this out. Do you like this?
Right.
and
I get it.
and it always works. So you obviously have that same dynamic with your band because
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily hear the music behind it, the guitars and the drums, things like that, until they started playing things. And then when the band put it all together, right, they started
Yeah.
kind of putting the pieces together. And I'd say, oh, then they would change, right? Because then when all of a sudden you hear the bass line, it's like, well, fuck, I can't sing that way on that part now because the bass line's there and I want to chase the bass line,
Yeah.
you know.
And,
then-
here's
and
a
then-
compliment that only a musician's going to give you. Your guys' dynamics are outstanding.
Yeah.
That
Thanks.
means so much. And you know that when you're writing songs. Chris was always
Yeah.
big on that. He's like, you know, let's build this up here. You know, I love
Right.
where you start off and you think the song's going to be one way, but if you listen to the lyrics, you can hear you guys lead, you know, into those heavy parts and very well written, and the dynamics are outstanding.
Thank you.
Kudos to the guys in the band too.
Thanks. No, I appreciate that. Definitely. And then I mentioned, I don't know if you heard because the music was playing, but Billy Gray of Fozzy is actually featured in that. And he did some like the guitar part and all that, but he's featured in the music video.
His
So,
voice sounds so familiar. I'm not familiar with that band. I'll have to do some research and check them out, but
oh, okay. Yeah. 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 Oh, well, actually, the singer is Kevin Young, a disciple, but Billy Gray is Fozzy. He's the one he's playing guitar. So there's actually two features in that video. So,
awesome.
Nice.
yeah.
So what's on the horizon for the band? What are you guys doing for the rest of this year, and what happens in 2026?
Yeah, so right now we're just kind of putting a tour together for next year because um, our album releases March 20th of 2026, and so we're just like booking shows around that currently. We do have a music video and a new song that's releasing before that, a single off the album on January 26th. And I'm super excited because that one features Clint Lowry of the band Seven Dust. He actually is
Oh,
singing
nice.
on it.
Awesome.
And he's in the music video, so I can't wait. That's like only a month away. That's coming out, so can't wait.
So
for
there's
that.
another full circle moment, Jennifer. We opened up for them when nobody really. I mean, they were just getting started. Black had
No
barely
way.
come out. Oh yeah, they were playing.
No
at
way.
Yeah, they were playing at a bar in Phoenix back
Oh
then,
man,
literally.
now they're huge. That's crazy.
You'll have to
Wow.
ask him if he remembers playing at the Big Fish Pub in Tempe, Arizona. Oh,
Okay.
maybe like 1997 or so.
Okay, I will. That's awesome.
I love that band. They're so
I do
cool.
too. They're amazing. They're amazing.
And from everything I've heard, we didn't really get to interact with them, but every story I've ever heard, they're
Yeah.
all stand-up guys. They just
Yeah.
love. They're blessed to be doing what they do, and that
Yeah.
kind of attitude, you know. So
Definitely. Yeah.
that's cool
Clint-
that you guys are
Clint's awesome.
gonna jam with somebody from their band. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, it's a big dream and I'm just excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I feel
So,
like
yeah.
musicians are all one big family, you know. So
Definitely.
when you meet somebody that's that big,
Yeah.
Successful men are often the ones that deal with this, from David to Solomon to Sam.
Is this you guys?
No, I don't know what
is-
that
I hate
is.
ads. Damn ads.
Oh, that's us. That's our
Yeah,
new
that's
song.
what I thought. I'm like, what is
Joker.
this crap? I hate when it does that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's our new
We're
song.
just gonna do the visual. Let it visually.
let me hear some of it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'll turn
Just
it
a
up.
minute or so.
Okay. Okay.
I love their sound.
You spread my secrets in your sleep. You say the wicked side of me. Won't trust a friend who always beats when I have hit the ground. Looks like somebody's talking, somebody's talking, somebody's talking. Looks like somebody's talking, somebody's talking, somebody's talking. I'll be who you say that, won't be who you wanna. I'll just be here, babe. If you're gonna treat me like a fool, I'll be a joker for you.
Yeah.
So
cool.
so you wrote that song?
That one actually co-wrote with Jeremy and Brandon Wolf of the band New Year's Day,
Okay.
and they produced it. So yeah.
Okay. And what's the whole premise behind this one?
That is based off of people like that are pretending to be your friend to your face, but then behind your back, they're talking and saying, bad things and gossiping. And so, it talks about how you thought that they were a true friend, but they really aren't. So if you're going to treat me like a fool, I'll be a joker for you. So that's what it's about.
Oh,
That's really cool.
nice.
Thanks.
I like that.
Thanks.
Where are you guys recording your music? Because the audio quality is outstanding.
Thanks. California, and then vocals actually nearby in Wisconsin. It just kind of works out that way because there's a studio out here. But yeah, so it's kind of a combination.
I could be wrong about this, but I think a little known fact is a lot of the grunge music in the 90s was actually recorded in a studio in Wisconsin, and I don't
Really?
know where. Yeah. Well, I'll have to
Interesting.
Google that. I may be just talking out my ass, but
Okay.
I think Nirvana recorded maybe their
Never
I don't
mind.
know, demos or something for the album that ended up becoming Nevermind. That might have been the story.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome.
Who's doing your video work? Because that's outstanding too.
Thank you. Well, the last video was JT Ibanez. He's worked with Seven Dust and everything, but this one is someone different. His name is Joseph Castleberry, and he's from Chicago, actually, just the Chicago area. I've known him for years, and he does pictures for us, and he did this video. And yeah, I love what he did. He
I do
did an
too.
awesome job. Yeah, he's really talented.
Very good editing, very good lighting. It's
Yeah.
well done. It's
Thanks. Yeah.
So
he
for
did a
people that
great
don't understand the behind the scenes of all this kind of work, because this is work, making a video is work. It's not
Right.
something that says, oh, we're going to bust this out in 2 hours.
yeah, this
type
just
thing.
didn't
Right.
take 4 minutes to put together.
No, I
Right,
wish,
right.
but no.
Right, so that's why I'm asking this question. So that video itself, do you recall how long you were in doing the shoot? Was it over a period of days? Kind of shed some light on that so the people that watch and listen to this can understand.
Yeah.
Like everybody sees the end product, right? Like
Right.
we
It's a
had a
great
moment.
question. I'd like to know
We had a moment the first year on the show where we saw this clip of Bruno Mars and all the stuff he does behind the scenes getting ready for a show, and you never think of that. You just
You're right.
you just watch the show, whatever he was doing
Enjoy.
on an awards show, and
Right.
he's just like, holy shit! Like
Right.
you don't realize the work that goes into it
Yeah.
unless you're a musician and you do all that. So with
Right.
the videos, because I've done videos,
Yeah.
but what give the insight to those that don't understand the amount of time and effort and. Are you actually singing in the video? Were you lip syncing in the video? Those kind of things are
Right.
cool to share with folks.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, well, the whole process, it took a while because um, those outfits that you saw the guys wearing, they ordered those online, but they weren't done. So they actually added things to them. They drew on them. They did some sewing and to create that outfit. So for them, it took a little while, just even before we shot it, just to get their outfits right in the way they wanted them. They put a lot of work into that, which I think is awesome that they did
That's
that.
another good point, and Chris he knows all about that too. Doing acting, your costume is everything too.
Yeah,
you gotta
it
have
is.
the look.
It is. It is. And then thank God I didn't have all this, but they had white makeup. So it
Right.
took forever, and they've never done this before either. It took them forever to get that white makeup all over them, So just like that process for them.
Be
was
honest,
just,
did you help them?
I did not really. No, they said they didn't want help. I asked them, but they're like, no. So they helped each other.
Good for
I actually
them.
have some behind the scenes. I should probably share that, but yeah, they helped each other. But yeah, it was a mess. So the other thing is where we shot. They ended up the air conditioning broke that day, and we shot it in the summer in Chicago, and it was we were boiling.
Humid.
It was so hot in there all day long, and then their makeup started to drip and go everywhere, and it was just kind of a nightmare for the guys. I felt bad for them, but they're troopers. So that whole thing was kind of crazy. But But yeah, I mean, after we got ready and everything, hair, makeup, dressed, everything, we shot all day. I mean, it only took one day, thankfully, but it was all day long. And then in between, they had like this little fan. So I remember the bass player going like this, like, because he's so hot. He's trying to prevent like his makeup from dripping. So, like in between, yeah, we were all in the fans because we were so hot. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And no, actually, I don't lip sync. I actually sing to the track because then it looks more real. If I'm just like lip syncing, it kind of looks fake, So everyone's actually like playing and I'm actually singing and
Cool.
so it was a blast. It was so much fun, but you just it's kind of going over the same thing over and over and
Right.
reshooting and shoot. So it's kind of very repetitive and a long process, but it was worth it. So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad he asked that question because that is something that I always tell people when they say, what is something about being a musician that I would never think of? And that's
Yeah.
the first thing I say is playing the same thing over
Yeah.
and over and over and over. And
Yeah.
you can't say I'm sick of playing it because that's your job. That's
Right,
What,
you
that's
have
what
to
you
play.
do.
right,
And we would never say that anyway because we love playing, right? And we love the
Right.
songs that we wrote. So that was a great question. A lot of people don't realize it doesn't take as long to shoot the video as the song is. They just think you go in there with your costume and play the song and it took 10 minutes.
Right,
You're
yeah.
talking 14, 16-hour day
Right.
before you get it done. To me, photography, I don't know how Chris feels about it, but photography and videos to me were a necessary evil.
Absolutely.
I love the outcome. I love
Yeah.
what I saw there, but
Right.
I saw what Chris asked. I was like, oh my God, that was a long day or maybe a
Yeah.
whole weekend or
Yeah,
uh,
it's really long. Yeah,
can we
and
just get to the
photos
point
too,
where I
yeah.
hit play and we watch the video, right? That's
Yeah.
what I want to get to.
Yeah, right. Definitely, definitely.
But both sides of it, your studio work and your video work was well worth whatever time you spent because the people that did it were outstanding.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.
To me, a good
So
audio engineer or a bad audio engineer, had that song been recorded horribly,
Yeah,
it would still be a good song, but
Yeah.
it would be unlistenable, right? So
yeah.
those
right.
people are important.
Oh, they are. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask something. My brain farted.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Well, no, I don't like silence, so it's not okay.
Oh,
I was
it's
stopping
not
because I
okay.
knew he had a question.
It's not okay. Damn it! Yeah. Wow,
That's-
that's a drag.
I was gonna say, I mean, photos are the same way because you have to get your hair, your makeup done, and especially for women, it takes a long time, to get all that done, and
Oh,
it's a whole process. Oh, you got it.
that's what it was. So Frontier
Yeah.
being the label, right? Frontier Music SRI, is that what it's called?
Right. SRL. Mm-hmm.
SRL, okay. So with them being your label and the fact that they are in Italy, and you mentioned Chicago, you mentioned Wisconsin. So do they have connections in those parts of the country, or you kind of off there doing it yourself?
As far as like Wisconsin and
Well, like
Or is that what you
you're in Chicago, right?
yeah, right.
Okay, and you referenced that you did some recording in Chicago, California, and Wisconsin.
He's
Right.
asking if the label has ties in this
Yeah.
area.
Oh, gotcha. No, those are just my contacts.
Okay.
Yeah, they let me do basically what I wanted to
So
do.
you
and-
literally sought this label out, found them, they liked you,
yeah,
and then they're just kind of supporting your dream from this point forward.
yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and they're helping with a lot of different things. Yeah, it's a huge blessing because, to record it's expensive. It's like, so I'm just thankful that they're willing to invest in me and they believe in me and they're willing to help me. So it's awesome. I'm really thankful.
Well, they made a good pick because you guys got a great sound. I mean, I can
Thank
see
you.
you guys blowing up for sure. You just
Thanks.
Well, and they've had a couple of things chart already, which is cool.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. You kind
we-
of already are blowing up, and now you're in 29 countries. So
Yeah, yeah,
That's right.
which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
it's
You
pretty
know?
cool to us too. I try not to think about it.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so the tour. What's the deal with the tour? Yeah, you're planning it. Do you have anything set up yet? Just because I pulled up the site on the tour page, so I'm going to share that because it looks like there's a couple dates up there.
Yeah, yeah, it's just kind of being worked on now, but yeah, we have we're at District 142 in Wyandotte, Michigan on March 27th, and we're with Texas Hippie Coalition, so I'm excited about that. That's like one of my favorite clubs. I love that place. And then we're at Murray Hill Theater in Jacksonville, Florida, April 18th, and then we're at Life Fest in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, July 9th and 10th. And Skillet is actually at that fest
Nice.
too, so I'm excited about that.
I like them a lot too.
Yeah, I love them. I love them. But we'll have a lot more dates. It's just being worked on. So yeah, you can stay posted if you just go to the tour tab at ignescentmusic.com or the bands in town, Ignescent
Right.
as well.
Yep,
So,
yep. Bands in
Do
town.
me a favor. Click on their merch button there. I want to see what kind of t-shirts I need to get in
that's
my
our
life.
new CD that's coming out, the artwork. And so yeah, that's we can pre-order some merch and the CD and album as well. Red album.
U.S. fans. Is that coming on? Okay, cool. Is that coming on the thing? No, it's not. Hold on.
Nope.
I gotta reshare. Sometimes when I switch screens, it doesn't follow me.
Oh, okay.
I noticed that.
It's not
too.
following what I want, man. So there we go.
That's
And
cool.
so this is all through the label, which is cool.
Yeah, that's all through the label. Yeah, and we have vinyl records, but red vinyl.
Yeah.
That
We're
red
selling.
vinyl's cool.
Yeah, so
That
I'm
is cool.
excited. Yeah, and then the new T-shirts with the artwork, and yeah,
Nice.
and then that's the older CD, and then we have a
Yep.
few other things as well
It-
on the merch site. But
I don't
yeah,
have my
this is-
glasses on. Is that design on the hoodie on the back or the front? Like the picture.
Looks like the back.
back
looks like
and
the- yeah,
yeah, the designs
yeah.
on the back, and
Yeah.
then the logos
The
on the
names.
front.
I want
Names
one
up
of
front,
those.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you have to go to the website, Mike.
I'm going.
Yes. Yes.
You can join their mailing list. You can get on the holiday sale.
I'm a fan already. Are you guys streaming? Do you have your album or any singles available anywhere?
Yeah, it's on Spotify. The two singles that just released from the album are on there now. Joker and Light Up the Night. That just released like 2 days ago, I think, or 2 or 3 days ago. That's on there. And then obviously the new album will be out on there too. And Fightin' Me is on Spotify too. And then we have our EPs and some singles on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon, all over pretty
I
much.
listened to 101,000 minutes of music last year, so you guys are
Did
now in my
you?
rotation. Oh yeah.
Holy cow. That's awesome.
I work at a factory, so I'm working on an assembly line. So I just set my speaker in front of me, and for basically 8.5 hours a day, that's all I do is listen to music. So
Nice.
I will
Well,
be introducing you guys to all kinds of people.
awesome. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I
check
wouldn't
out
do it
our
if you weren't
Spotify.
good. I'm brutally honest. So
Really? Okay.
I love your sound. I'll definitely be introducing you to people that I know like that kind of music, and they will do the same. So
Thank you. Yeah,
And
appreciate it.
I know Chris will do the same because him and I, one thing we have in common are our admiration, not our admiration, our fascination. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was almost a real faux pas. With serial killers
Right.
and female lead singers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's something about the way that, and he said it earlier, there's something about the way that you guys just sound naturally with your voice against that hard rock music. It's so cool. It all
is.
started back with Heart, you know?
Yeah.
You heard Ann
Right.
Wilson just belting out that song
Yeah.
against that heavy riff or whatever, like Barracuda or
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
on You. Just
Yes.
get chills thinking about it, you know?
Yeah. She's awesome. Or Evanescence.
Oh.
Evanescence too.
Amy
Flyleaf.
Lee's
I love
amazing.
Flyleaf. Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
version,
Hell's-
have you heard her version of Going to California?
I don't think so.
YouTube it. She did it during the pandemic.
Okay.
I cried listening to it. I think she actually got a comment from Robert Plant himself. if I
No
remember.
way.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's awesome.
it's beautiful. It'll bring
Awesome.
tears to your eyes.
Awesome. I'll
See
check that out.
other cool female-led bands that I've been into the last couple of years. Hellstorm in this moment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In
Just-
this moment, thank you.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. They're yeah.
just-
Within
They're amazing.
Temptation,
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
They're awesome.
Yeah,
Lacuna
I was
Coil
never,
too.
I was never big
Yeah,
into
Lacuna
Heart.
Coil.
Yeah, I never big into Heart. I don't know why. Heart wasn't my thing. Pat Benatar, love Pat Benatar.
Yeah, I was
Ah.
Pat Benatar too. Go back and listen to Heart. I think
yeah,
you missed
yeah.
something there.
I was never big into Heart, man.
Yeah,
I
go
just
back.
wasn't.
You're older now and
I
wiser.
just
think
wasn't, man. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's like
if
Chili
you heard
Peppers.
Crazy on You right now,
I
you wouldn't
have,
go crazy.
I don't, well,
She's gonna go crazy on you, and she means it, man.
it's just, you know, it's just, I don't know. You know,
right.
it's kind of like, I mean, I respect Janis Joplin for what she did in the.
Oh, don't hurt
for-
my heart.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm not going out there and I don't have only Janis Joplin music because it just
Yeah.
wasn't.
Okay, you heard.
I'm
Not your
sorry, I
thing.
don't mean to hurt your heart, man. You know,
You know, I'm just being funny. Everybody likes
I
what they
know.
like.
I know.
I would not enter. I mean, my mom would appreciate your music, Jennifer, but that probably wouldn't be what she would gravitate towards. She would say something like, "That's nice. They sound good.
Right.
She seems like a nice girl.
Yeah. Right.
Why has it got to be so loud?"
Yeah. Right. I
Well,
understand.
it has
get
to
it.
be loud, man.
It has to be. Come on.
She's listening to this, so I'm sure.
Oh,
she's
is
like,
she?
That's not what I would say at all.
Tell her
Yeah,
to
his
listen
mom.
to "You're Not Alone." Maybe she'll like that one. That's like a ballad, so maybe she'll like that.
She'll probably say something like, "Let me hear the music, and I'll decide for myself." Michael.
Ah. Smart.
Absolutely, she's a good woman.
Awesome.
So, are you guys playing around here anytime soon? Like anywhere in the
we-
Chicago area, or
Yeah, we did last month. We're kind of working on booking something either in the suburbs or in the city for our CD release. So hopefully March 20th or March 21st. We should know more
we'll
soon.
definitely keep in touch because I'm right down the road. I'll drive up and see you guys play for sure.
Awesome.
I would love
That would
to.
be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
thanks. Thanks. That would be
That'd be
awesome.
my honor.
I won't. I live too far away.
Yeah. You don't want
But
to
if
drive
you're
up
in
from
the-
Arizona. I don't understand. Like, I
If
don't
you're
get
in
it.
the Phoenix area, get in touch with him. 'cause he'll come
Right,
see you
that
play
is
too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you ever
Yeah.
play in Phoenix, by all means, reach out.
Yeah.
out for
Well,
sure.
we may. I will.
It's a nice place to visit. It's a good reason to go play a gig there.
Definitely. I've
And they
never
have-
been there.
Oh, they have a lot of really cool clubs too. So I'm sure they have
Nice.
more
Yeah.
since I left.
You've never been to Phoenix?
No, I've never been
Okay.
to Arizona at all, honestly.
Oh,
Okay.
you'd love it.
Yeah.
Just don't book any shows from like May to September.
There you
Oh,
go. Otherwise,
because
you won't
of the
love
heat, or
it. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to be outside, I mean, and May's not bad. It's July, August, September are the worst, but you know, for the most part, July's hot, it gets hotter in August, and in the first couple weeks of September, it's kind of tailing off and fading away. But like I said, right now, it's this whole week, it's been like 80 degrees. It's crazy. Not 80,
Wow.
76 to 79.
wow.
You know, with 47 in the morning type thing, you know. But
Okay.
for us, winter is the end of January, and then February kind of sucks. It's super cold. It's super cold usually in that.
Super cold. Like
Super cold. I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, super
It's
cold.
70 degree.
You know, 30, like it freezes, man. It's like 32. It's like,
You know,
what the hell?
32. Come on.
They'll have
Manhattan-
something on the news like, "There's a possible frost warning, so cover up your plants."
hey, it makes you realize men have nipples too, so it's that cold.
Oh,
Okay.
man. That is
And I
not.
like to
that
make
cold.
fun of him because we are literally in the frozen tundra right now.
Right,
But I
right.
will sympathize with him because I lived there for almost 20 years. Your blood does thin out, and 60 degrees is fucking freezing after
Makes
you've
sense.
felt 115 for 100 days in a
I-
row or whatever.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
could
get too
see
cold.
that.
I don't get too cold at 60. Like upper 40s, yeah, I'm cold. Anything below, let's
Yeah.
say 45, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cold to
Huh.
us too.
right. But it's something you're used to. Like I can hang with 60. I can hang in the 50s, you know.
Because
Yeah.
I'll agree with
Yeah.
Jennifer. When I walked out the door today after work, I was like, "Whoa, it's not bad out here," you know.
Yeah, it's nice
But it
and
was still
toasty.
only 36.
Right. Well, I lived in Tennessee for like a year and a half, and yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it, but they did not go out. Like it snowed maybe an inch, and I was the only one on the roads, and I was like, "What is
Wow.
going on?" I didn't understand. But then I kind of understood because it was very hilly there. I was more in the Knoxville area.
Hmm.
And so I started going up the hills and I could barely make it up. And so I'm
Oh,
like, okay, now I get it. Like I
yeah.
get why no one's on the road except for me. I can kind of understand.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now are all the is the entire band everybody from Chicago?
The guitarist is, but the drummer and bassist are from Indianapolis.
Okay.
So kind of split.
So how did you guys all meet? Like, go back to the origin story. We got about
Yeah.
20 minutes left. So origin us. Tell us how your band came about.
Okay. Yeah, I actually reached out to a friend and she introduced me to the drummer Cole.
Okay.
And so that's how we met and just auditioned him and it worked out. He's an amazing drummer. And then he introduced me to the bassist, Mikey, because they knew each other and they live in the same area. So
Okay.
that's kind of how that worked out. And then Andre is from, the Chicago area. Actually, he's originally from Guatemala, but
Oh,
he's been here for maybe 6 years.
cool.
And I reached out to him on Bandmix, and he responded, and we just, I auditioned him, and then that was it. So it kind of all came together. So, yeah, that's how it worked out. But
Right on.
yeah, yeah.
That was the
So
quickest origin story I've ever heard in my life.
that is very simple.
She literally built a band.
I
Right.
literally
Well,
built a
so
band. Yes.
I mean, Mike did the same thing.
Uh-huh.
But
Built a
then we
band.
all ended up I mean, half of us lived together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Right.
did you?
So yeah, oh yeah,
Well, you're a band, you mean?
yeah, yeah. My bass
Oh,
player and I lived together, and my drummer and his family lived right next door. It was a duplex,
wow. That's
and we
pretty
practiced in
convenient.
their living room. So
Awesome. That's very convenient.
I
That's
had my
really
own.
cool.
I had my own place, Jennifer. I
he
was
had
the
his, he
mature
was
one.
an he
You're,
was
you're the maternity.
well originally I had my own place too, but then I
Yeah, he
couldn't
did. He
afford it
did.
anymore.
He did.
I was living like a baller for a while, but then I realized you can
Yeah.
only ball on a credit card until they want their money.
Yeah, that is true.
Actually, I balled on about 7 credit cards till they wanted their money.
Did you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Lots
how
of
do you guys
music
get
equipment.
together like to practice if you're that far apart? Now I like his question a lot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't really practice much. We kind of practice on our own. I mean, obviously at the beginning, we did. We just kind of met here in the Chicago area, and they stayed overnight here at my place, and then we just rehearsed for a few days, and that was it. But everyone kind of rehearses on their own, so it makes it pretty easy that way. And then if we do a lot of shows, because we were doing like a lot of touring last year, you don't really need to rehearse because you're kind of playing the same songs over
Sure.
and over again.
Right. Right.
But now we have a new album, so we're going to be adding like brand new songs to our set from the new album. So we're definitely going to have to rehearse. So yeah, I think we're going to get together in January and either here or meet in the middle and just spend a couple days together rehearsing. And
So when you put this record together, were you guys all in different parts of the country?
were we in different parts of the country? Yeah,
Yeah.
you mean like Indian? Yeah.
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 Okay. So none of it was
Yeah.
done like when I recorded the last band and we went to Nashville. We recorded 4 songs in Dolly Parton's studio, Gravity, and then the rest of it was recorded Chelsea Music Group, which was Alan Jackson, George Strait, I think's landing pad or something. We were rock, but
Yeah.
we were under a Universal label, Platinum Plus Records, so that's where they put us.
Nice.
So we were there. I mean, we were there as a band for the
Yeah.
entire experience. I mean, granted, this was 2007, so it was a different world back then.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm glad you asked that question because now I'm seeing the digital age. play
Yeah,
out
that's
right in
well,
front of
that's
me,
why I asked
right?
it because
These guys are a band in different parts of the country,
Yeah.
and they're that good and that successful. It's so cool.
Thanks.
so obviously all of you have massive music experience then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because your origin story was a minute long, Jennifer.
He's disappointed, Jennifer. I've never seen
I'm
him
so
disappointed.
sorry. There's more behind it though that I can share.
Well,
like
that's what
no,
he's looking
but-
for.
That bus is past now. Okay.
That is
Now I want
over.
to know. Now I want to know about the. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you how old you are because that's rude, but I want to know. I mean, is this a lifelong thing? Have you been studying music, performing music, and stuff since you're, knee high to a grasshopper? Same with your bandmates, because obviously,
Yeah.
if you can come across and pull off a live performance being in, 3 different parts of the country, show up for a couple of days, rehearse the songs, go out there and play live.
Yeah.
The cool thing about being in a band and playing live is nobody knows if you make mistakes or not because they're just in the
Right.
audience watching and listening. And because we were so tight as a band because, 10,000 practices and shows and things like that, we looked at a show as, okay,
That's
that's
why
10
I asked that
practices in
question
one.
too.
Right.
We played every day.
Yeah.
We either
Wow.
practiced or
Every
we had a
day.
gig.
Okay.
Yeah. And we looked at live shows as it's 10 practices in one because you just, you're there in the moment, right?
But he
Yeah.
just said it a minute ago. We
Yeah.
come from a different era too.
Okay.
Yeah. There wasn't the
yeah.
technology. We
Right.
didn't have, we
We
had
had a camcorder, Jennifer, and it was the state of the, they were like, other bands would be like, "You guys got a camcorder? You must be rich."
Are you? Wow.
layaway.
Yeah.
Layaway. This was back in '93, right? I did it
Wow.
layaway at this
Oh.
place called Service Merchandise. Because
Oh, wow.
my wife and I were having a baby. I'm like, I got to record this life, So
Yeah.
I put it on layaway for like 9 months and bought it. And then I'm like, hey, I
Yeah.
can bring this to practice now.
Nice. Now we got our phones. We got everything.
Well,
It's
yeah, that's
so
the thing,
Easy
like,
and
see,
convenient.
yeah.
It's so easy
Exactly.
now. And yeah. It's so
And
nice.
and the
Yeah.
the dynamic of technology, just to put it in a real time stamp.
Mm-hmm.
My last band, we did a Roger Sturgis tour in 2008. You still had the flip phone. You couldn't record a video. I mean, you could, but it was cheesy as all hell.
Oh shit!
Right.
The pictures sucked. And so none of that was documented. Some of the stuff we did in the Sturgis on stage, it sucked because, I mean, I would love to have that, and it's
Yeah.
just not there. We did a cover of Simple Man that the second night we were there, like, you need to play Simple Man again.
I wish I could hear that version, dude.
Oh, I do too, because but there's nothing that's captured that because the time wasn't there.
He did
So
a
just
version
so-
of, real quick. He did a
Yeah.
version of Roadhouse Blues at the Electric Ballroom one night with my buddy Ray Stone playing guitar. And there was a music rag at the time called the Music Voice, and there was a reporter there from the Music Voice, and they took the time to do a write-up saying that was the best version of the Roadhouse Blues I have ever heard outside the doors, hands down. There is no debate. That's basically
Awesome.
what the statement was, and it was.
That's
It-
awesome.
The whole
That's so
crowd
cool.
was just like moving closer to the band the further they
Nice.
got into the song.
Nice.
So when he
That's-
takes ownership of
yeah.
a song, I believe what he says for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I've
though.
seen it with
Well,
my own eyes.
yeah.
That's awesome.
As an
Yeah,
audience,
Morrison, Morrison was he's one of my,
Yeah.
in my music, the people that I didn't emulate them, but I like watched them and like
you took that
Morrison
song and
more
made
so
it
be-
your own.
yeah,
for sure.
Morrison a lot so because he was a poet too, and I grew up when I started writing, I wanted to be a writer. I didn't want to be a rock singer, so that's just kind of how that connection happened, right?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
my other ones were Vedder and Bono, just because I liked how Vedder wrote and his presence, and I liked Bono's characters and things like that. I don't know so much like
Nice.
Bono anymore because
He figured out that poets were broke and rock singers were living in mansions.
right. but that's kind of how. So back to my original thought there. So you've
Right.
been in the music world for how long? Like when did you start? When did
Well,
you get the bug?
When I was 15, I got the bug. I
Okay,
started
cool.
like taking vocal lessons. I started
Cool.
writing songs. I started doing like talent shows, starting out
Okay.
that way.
Yeah.
And then I kind of grew from there. I got in a bad relationship though, with someone that was very controlling, and so they told me I couldn't do this. I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Assholes.
Basically, yeah. So that was crazy. So I stopped for a bit, and then thank God I got out of that and made a smart
job.
choice. And so obviously it worked out. But
Yeah,
yeah, so after that, I just full force went after it.
Wow.
I started a band. I just started like co-writing
How many
with
bands have you
different
been
people.
in?
How many bands? Just
Yeah.
two. Just
Okay,
two.
that's it. Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been blessed to co-write with like Samir of Flyleaf. In the new song on the album is with him, and then one of my first songs with Ignescent, I co-wrote with Ben Cassica of Skillet. He used to be in Skillet. He's no longer in Skillet, but yeah. So I co-wrote with him and a few other people. But at first I just kind of started myself, like writing and recording locally, and then I wanted to to grow and get better. And so
Yeah.
I just started reaching out to people that were like professionally in the business and
Right on.
co-writing with them and kind of learning and growing that way. So that's, yeah, that's
Do
kind
you
of
do
how
your
it
own management, or do you have a manager, or do you have an agent, or somebody that guides you in the right direction as far as your gigs? And that's a lot of work too. I used to do that for our band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I manage the band and it's a
Wow.
lot of work.
Yes, it is.
So it's
It's
your
another
brainchild.
full-time job.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I have like maybe 5 or 6 full-time jobs, basically, is what I
That's why I
tell
never
people.
got to get married or have kids. See,
Yeah.
everybody else got
Yeah,
to live my
yeah.
dream.
Yes, it's a
No, I'm
lot.
just
It's
kidding.
a lot. And I'm booking too, but I have someone else helping me. It's kind of we're
That's good.
co-booking together and yeah,
From
so it's
somebody who's been there, done that, you're gonna want to pawn all that shit off on somebody else very soon.
okay.
And
I hope
here's
to.
why.
Yeah.
Because you'll burn out on the creative side. That's what happened to me. I
That
eventually
makes
had
sense.
to hire a good friend who went to school for all that stuff.
Really?
And I said, here, you do the booking, you write the contracts. It's just overwhelming at
It
some point.
is. It's a lot. It's a
I'm
lot.
like, Jesus, I'm getting like a half a law degree here.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, it's great to learn. Like I've learned so much.
So you don't get
Um,
screwed. Yes.
Yes, yes, and I have, unfortunately. I've learned the
We
hard way,
did too.
but I know now what I know. Basically, I know. So yeah, that's hard. I have had a manager in the past, but it's hard to find someone who's a good fit in that you trust
And just
because
that's it.
yeah,
Just keep looking until you
yeah.
find the person that believes in you so much. Actually, you keep looking until you find the person that believes in you more than you do. That's what you're looking for.
I would love to find that. That's
They're
awesome.
out
That
there.
would be awesome.
They're out
Okay.
there.
Well, you
Good.
found Italy. Italy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's impressive upon itself.
True. I did find out.
Right.
That's true. If I can do that, I can find a good manager that I trust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully soon.
You,
Yeah.
you got a great sound. And stick with it
You
for
do.
sure.
Thanks.
I'm a fan
Do
already.
you get a lot of comparing to Evanescence because of the female voice dynamic and the heaviness of it?
Yeah, I've gotten compared to Evanescence, to Flyleaf, to Cyndi Lauper, which is odd. I'm not. I
Really?
don't know. I don't
They
quite
didn't
understand that
listen.
one.
They didn't listen to you. They might have looked at your hair.
Yeah.
I mean, she has an awesome voice. It's a compliment. But who else?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think those are the main people. Hailstorm, a few people have
Yeah.
said too, and yeah.
Lizzie Hale's a bomb.
Oh,
so
she's
cool.
amazing. I love
Yeah.
her. I love her.
She
Yeah.
is.
And such a
badass.
fan of music. There's no ego there.
Yeah. There isn't, which is nice
I think-
because that's hard to find sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I think egos are going away with musicians because the more the digital age is upon us,
Yeah.
you have to tour to make money. Snoop
Yes.
Dogg had a billion downloads and made 40 grand. I
Yeah.
heard something
Less than that.
have to
35
yeah, I heard
or
something
32.
that
Yeah.
you have to have like I don't know, you got to have like 30 million streaming something in order for a musician to make it as a minimum wage. Like that was the dynamic of it.
It's
Right.
it's tough, right?
So
Yeah.
so the days of stepping over people and stepping on people to get up that ladder, I think are gone because you
Yeah.
have to embrace people. You have to
Yep.
surround yourself with positive people. You have to show them how
Yes.
graceful you are and how appreciative you are to go
Yes.
from here to go to here.
Yes.
You
I
need
agree.
people to help you. You just
But
can't.
even in our
You
day,
can't,
those
yeah,
guys
you can't.
eventually got found out about and they got
Sure.
outed, right?
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
outed
Yeah.
a couple of them on stage.
Yeah.
Really?
He did. You make him mad enough, he's got no filter.
I get it. I get it. But yeah,
But
and then
it's-
you
but yeah.
I mean, you got the social media too. You have to do. I mean, yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
so much, and you do. I mean, I would want to treat people with respect, anyways.
I didn't
because-
mean that in
Sure.
a bad way
But,
at
yeah.
all.
No, I know.
Those
Oh,
people
no.
deserved everything that
Oh
you
yeah.
said.
Oh,
and
he-
it
they
was
they
all
did.
true.
All of them. Absolutely. 100%.
I was
Yeah.
so proud of him.
Yeah,
Look, you go
that's
for it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Tell him.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah.
It is tough, and I mean the digital age is here and the social media is here, which is great, but
Right.
it's so inundated that you have to. Like we had Joe, just Joe on. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram or not, but if you don't, you should just type in just Joe. Dude's amazing. He'll take a song and rework it.
He reimagined songs
Right,
his own way
right.
on the piano. and singing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Awesome. I
amazing.
will.
It's really easy to find him. Just Joe on Instagram. You'll see him. He's a bald guy, kind of built muscly and is yeah. But anyway,
Okay. I'll check it
when COVID hit, he made this really poignant remark when we were talking to him. He's like, I had to find my place in social media. So his place was what he does now, which is basically he could take one of your songs and listen to it, like it, then he's going to reimagine it in a cinematic version. He takes
That's one.
some of the
way
stuff he does.
That's one way he does it.
Right, right. There's some of the stuff he does is fantastic. Like, and some of the stuff like, yeah, you can't mess with that song, Joe. But that's the cool thing about Joe. He doesn't care, and he responds to that. He's like, I get it, man. It's not for everybody. That's
Right.
why I started liking him. Like I kind of, I didn't diss him, but I was like, yeah, that doesn't really work for me, man.
Yeah.
And he commented back, and we had this little dialogue. I'm like, hey, did you want to come on the show?
Nice. That's awesome.
But, and he did. But that's what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
it's everybody we've come across when we've been doing this now. You know, almost a little over. We're in season 3, so it's almost 3 years, 4 years, something.
Uh-huh.
Every musician we've talked to has been very graceful and very cool and very humble. We've had a couple we didn't talk to because one of them had lead singer's disease because he had to reschedule the show because he had to leave his job because everybody there was envious of him.
And you know what I would
because
tell
of
this
his
guy?
success.
Here's what I would tell this
Yeah.
guy, Jennifer. We had a
That's
Grammy-nominated producer who basically was responsible for the '90s sound of rap single-handedly, and would never. Chris drugged that out of him. Like
Huh.
Right.
he had a platinum and a gold album hanging behind him, and Chris was like, "I see you got some hardware hanging behind you," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I produced some rap in the '90s." And then he went on to tell the story. It's like this guy was like an integral figure. So for a guy
Nice.
to tell him, "Hey, you know, I'm too big to come on your show," it's like,
Yeah.
this guy had platinum
Yeah.
albums hanging behind him.
Yeah.
So who are you?
Right.
And he
Right.
he reached
Crazy.
out to come back on the show to promote his next single.
One of the nicest people
Really?
I've ever met.
So
Yeah.
so that shows
Huh.
you how Lemoyne Alexander he's just a humble human because
Yeah.
he rode the wave of it was the Tupac era, all that
Mm-hmm.
the Biggie, the Suge Knights, all that kind of jazz. He was there in that dynamic, so he saw it and just his long version of his story. He just kind of started seeing all the bullshit climb to the top, and he just had to walk away because
okay.
it got dark, kind of like the Diddy stuff going
Oh.
on. And if
He's
you
like,
watch
I
the
got
Diddy
into
stuff,
it for the
Oh,
music. I
wow.
like the beats,
Wow.
and then all of a sudden
Right.
people started killing each other, and I wasn't
Right.
all about that.
Yeah. No. No.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
But yeah, so humility goes a long way, I think, in the world of music nowadays because without it, you're
And always has.
like I
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I
Yeah.
did a stint on iHeart where I had a radio show, and anytime an artist came through,
Mm-hmm.
if they weren't kind of following the guidelines, then iHeart would just stop playing them. Guess what happened to that artist?
Mm.
They're done.
See what I
Yeah.
mean?
Because I heard
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But if they showed up and championed what iHeart was doing and signed all the autographs for 2-3 hours and played
Yeah.
their 3-4 songs,
Yeah.
then they kept going down that path and they kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger because iHeart backed them because they put their best foot forward
Right.
and sucked it up for 3 hours, signing
Well, and I think I can
people at the
speak-
door.
I think I can
Right.
speak for all three of us and say, just sitting here for this hour, we
Uh-huh.
all got into music because we love music, and then
Right.
we treated everyone that we were ever associated with accordingly, right?
Right.
I'm not a singer. I needed him I formed the band as a
Yeah.
band. It wasn't
Yeah.
the Mike Michaels experience, as bad
Yeah.
as he wanted to name it that.
I want to
Uh-huh.
name the Mike Michaels band.
That's
Really?
but it wasn't. I wanted
Right.
a 25% partnership, just like Led
Right.
Zeppelin was. I always made the
Right.
joke, and it wasn't a joke. It was a serious statement. If it's
Yeah.
good enough for Led Zeppelin, it's good enough for anybody, right? Because
Yeah.
they
Right.
wrote the blueprint. So
Right.
they
True.
split all their royalties 25%, and that was Jimmy's attitude. I knew I
Yeah.
needed these guys. I'm not a
Right.
drummer. I'm not a bass
Right.
player. I'm not a
Right.
singer.
You can't do it by yourself. Yeah. We
Nope.
all have to like.
Nemesis would not
be a
have
team.
existed if that wasn't my front man sitting there right in front of me.
Right.
He was the voice of the
Right.
band, just like you're the
Right.
voice of your band. Otherwise, you're an instrumental experience, and that's a whole nother story. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
hear that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, a small
Yeah.
sliver of the population.
Small
likes it.
percentage of the world wants instrumentalists.
I'm
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
those weirdos.
Yeah.
Yanni.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree. Like, I appreciate my bandmates. They like work really hard. I mean, they're awesome guys, and yeah, I mean, they do a lot. So, and like you said, I mean, they couldn't do it without me. I can't do it without them. We're a
Right.
team, so I'm grateful
Yep.
for that. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So where can people find all your stuff? What are all your socials?
So you can go to Ignescent Music Facebook, Ignescent Music Instagram, Ignescent on Spotify, Ignescent Music TikTok. We're, ignescentmusic.com for our
Right.
website, and then Ignescent Bands in Town. And I think that's
And what's your
pretty much
YouTube?
it.
Just Ignescent?
YouTube, I think it's Ignescent Music. And then there's a lot of our new stuff on Frontiers Music SRL site too on their YouTube page.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I kind of
But
I
yeah.
think that's what I found on YouTube is their website or their YouTube channel.
Yeah, but if you just type in
Because
Ignescent, it'll pop right up. So,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Right on. So, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We totally appreciate it. Super
Yeah.
excited
Thank you so much.
yeah. And as you get stuff dialed in for 2026, the tour and things like that, when you get closer to the release date, if you want to come back on, shoot me a message. We'll
Okay,
get you back
awesome.
on so we can promote your tour and promote the album release, things like that.
Thank you.
Especially because
Absolutely.
March is 3.5 months away, so we'd have no problem getting you dialed back in. Maybe have the band. You get the band come on. We can
Oh,
do
yeah,
all
they
different.
would
we can
love
have,
that.
We can have multiple windows. We've had 4 windows at once.
Okay,
right?
I didn't
With
know if
Devils
you
by
could do that.
Devils.
I think we had
Devil-
5
Did we have 5 with Devils?
Ah.
Okay.
because they had their
Okay.
manager with them too. That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
blast.
Really?
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, those
Okay,
guys
nice.
were a blast. If anyone's near, well, they don't need to be near you. They can
Yeah.
chime in. Just we'll tell us who we
Okay.
send
Set
the
that up.
email to, and that'd be a
Okay.
blast.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
that'd be
definitely do
awesome.
that next time. That would be awesome. They
set-
would love to do that.
Then
Definitely.
we'll get their origin versions.
Yes, definitely. That is true.
I've never seen him disappointed. That's a good one.
Well, I just
I'm
figured
so
this
sorry.
would be some cool. No, it's okay. Not everybody has-
No, it's
Not everybody-
it's
don't
one
be
of those.
sorry.
We love moments like that. It's a
Yeah.
first time for everything. He's
Yeah.
just being funny.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Normally,
so again,
here's the
yeah.
reason that I'll let you wrap up. But normally,
go ahead, go
somebody
ahead.
would go on for like 25 minutes about how, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think he was just like blown away. You're done.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It can't be done.
Because I
That's
watched the
it.
clock when I asked. It was 4:40. She was done at 4:41. I was like, okay.
It's just that simple.
No, but it's one of those things. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
When you know, you know. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Our
love
origin
it.
story is a little bit different, but I'm not going to bore you with that. So
We'll talk about it next time. It's actually
yeah,
a good
we will.
story.
We will.
Awesome.
Hey,
Awesome.
So
That
again,
sounds
this
good.
is the Chris and Mike show. He's Chris. He's Mike. I'm Chris. This is Jennifer Benson from Ignescence. Go check her out. Go buy her music. They're gonna have a banner year in 2026. Already charting. They charted a couple songs already from the previous music. So that's something to be excited about. Them coming on a tour in 2026. As always, if you're feeling sad, depressed, suicidal, don't do it. Go scream in a pillow, go journal, go write, go run, go work out, go find somebody to talk to. If you can't find someone to talk to, text 988. They are standing by waiting to talk you off that cliff. Tomorrow is a better day with you in it. We want you to wake up because we don't want you leaving a hole in somebody else's heart because you didn't. For Chris and Mike and Jennifer from in Ignescence, I just have such a hard time saying that. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
Nothing but love. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks, Jennifer.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.